In other news today, I found my water pump. So this is, you can read it there, this is Katahdin Vario. I'm not exactly sure how you say that. It might be Katahdin, like the mountain on the famous mountain at the end of the Appalachian Trail. Anyway, this is my water pump. I've had it for maybe 6 months now, a little over a year now. It's been really trusty thing to have, so I'm glad to have it back. I found it just a couple of feet downstream from where I gave up my search last time. I mean, this thing it's heavy, it's got this cord on it, so it's hard to believe that it washed downstream. I'm not sure if it had been sitting there or if it just washed further downstream in the last couple of days, but in any case, caught a glimpse of it just out of the corner of my eye, right when I was about to lose hope searching again. So that was a great find. And I continued on, started walking uphill around the perimeter of our property, and I found this, which I bundled up. I believe it's all copper wire, and it's really heavy gauge copper wire. This there's one very thick line, and then two thinner lines spiral around it. So I found this. It was strung out through the woods, lying on the ground, a little bit below the mossy surface in most areas, sticking out in a couple. It wasn't connected to anything. Both ends were free and are tattered, so there might be more of it out there. It's really heavy gauge stuff. I'm not sure what it was used for, so if you have any bright ideas, let me know what you think that might have been. And then over here, I have a little stew going tonight. Let's open this up and see. It should be done by now. Oh, it's looking great. So I'm gonna let that boil for a little while, clean up camp a little bit, and then I'm gonna have a great hot meal tonight. Hasn't really rained at all. It's been very overcast. You can probably tell by the low light. It's getting towards the end of the day, but it's still daylight out. Just been extremely overcast, but hasn't really rained at all in the last 2 days. So I'm very lucky in that regard. All right, back to camp then. Sunday now. Blake's been here all weekend, so we've done quite a bit of work. We finished clearing all of the lumber from the property next door. Now it's all on our land. Sorry, bug just bit me. And we're working on our temporary shelter. So this is where we stayed last night. I apologize, it's a huge mess just because I've been emptying my bags and searching through things, but just a tarp over some poles for now. I'm finishing the frame on that side, but what we're doing, I'll show you down here. I've just been notching the posts and notching the horizontal members that run across, lashing those together. And we've lashed the ridge pole on as well. And then what we're going to actually use for roofing, hopefully tonight, we're going to use some of the 8-foot metal panels. So these are the metal panels that go on the sides of the barn. We're definitely not going to be building that this year, but the reason I ordered them is I figured, one, to just keep everything in one order, one delivery, and everything else would make it a lot easier. And then two, we can use it on temporary structures like this. So those metal panels will be flying on tonight. It's been beautiful weather today. Just really no rain at all. We're we're setting up camp in the forest here because it stays quite a bit cooler, and it keeps us out of the sun, but one of the big things is it's really dry, so the forest floor is able to drain away all of the water, and we're not a soaked, muddy mess like we were out in the field. So I'm coming up on what we've set up as our kitchen area. Turn you back to the trail here. So we've kind of cleared a trail from the camp over to a separate kitchen. Want to keep all of our food separated. So you can see we have some chairs. We have an old plastic table. And then we have this, which is it's called a job box. It's basically a big industrial toolbox, which is really useful for storing everything. The first week I was doing everything out of coolers, and it's just a nightmare. But because there are animals in the area, we want to make sure all the food is put away. This allows us to store everything really well. This big lid here comes down, which I'll show you. So if we open those up, this lid comes down, and that can all be locked up. We keep joking it just looks like a dumpster, but basically it's a big secure metal box. It should be keep all of our food safe from bears, and then once we're done here for the summer, we'll be able to put all our tools in there and lock it up. It's nice and secure. So I carried that down through the woods. I'll splice in here a video of how do you carry down a 250-pound job box maybe a quarter of a mile down the road. Here's how we did it.